tell you something, honey. What you're doing is a crime. What you're representing is a crime. You are sponsoring terrorists. Point blank, period. You take pictures with known terrorist sponsors. I've seen it. I've got the evidence. So go ahead, honey. Go ahead and say something to our U.S. government, because I will go ahead and show them that you are taking pictures with terrorist sponsors. And I do not want to be allies with a country if they're going to sponsor terrorists and help sponsors of terrorists. And you know the Nigerian government is sponsoring terrorists. They come out in the press. You know, they say in their newspapers that all these little terrorists can be repentant. They can be forgiven. They can be this in high volume numbers. Who's watching those repentant terrorists? Who's watching them? And why are we going along with that? It's not okay. And I'm going to stand for the people of Biafra.
If Nigerian government, they cannot provide the people who went to kidnap Chibok girls. Mothers are crying. Mothers are crying day and night. Or what they're after, somebody who is shouting, protect the farmers. Protect the farmers. They are killing every day. My dear sister in America, I need to embrace you and I call you my sister. You are my sister because you are fighting for human rights. If you see what these people are doing in Nigeria, you will be crying every day. They don't care. They are invading schools. In my lifetime, I haven't seen something like that. They went to Sunday Igboho, and they went to invade Sunday Igboho house. They want to kill Sunday Igboho because Sunday Igboho stand and said, don't kill the old women, don't kill the farmer. Anybody who voice out, they go after that person. But God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth, will wipe all of them out in Jesus' name. As I'm talking to you, you are going emotion. I'm going emotion. If you see when this thing happened, it's like when I was, I don't know, I was nervous. I said, when are we going to come out of this bondage? When? When are we going to come out of bondage of our fellow human being to subdue us like nothing?
And I'm going to stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even though I'm not part of IPOB, I'm an outside supporter of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is on the right side of the fight. Let me tell you, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Free him right now. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the U.S. government will be made aware and you will be held in international criminal courts. I'm telling you right now, Nigerian government, I know you just laugh at me when I call you all, when they go ahead and kidnap innocent people and their innocent children, because you all have this, I don't know what happened to your all's brains, and God knows y'all don't have a heart for people, but let me tell you, we will get the last laugh because you are attacking innocent people and it will not be well with you. You think God is going to allow this? Because you are not God. You are playing God. You are killing innocent people who don't want terrorists. They don't want to be ruled by terrorists and terrorist sponsors. They want referendum. Give them referendum. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. He did not break any laws. You made up laws and to try to trap him so that you can get near him to execute him. And you've already tried to execute him at his home. You should have gave him a fair trial, but you didn't because you knew he would win the trial because
Nnamdi Kanu will win them. They killed Nnamdi Kanu's mother. They killed their father. And they killed 28 people. What type of government is this? Even Nnamdi Kanu, but they said there's one Nigerian lady in United Nations who is turning everything upside down. I don't know her name. They say there's one Nigeria is deputy secretary of United Nations. So everybody, you need to go on your knees and let God, when I get the name, I will let you know. They say that lady in United Nations is a Nigerian from the Hausas. He's the one that turning everything upside down. He's the one, vice deputy to United Nations. I had this one Hausa lady, the Fulani lady in United Nations.
You illegally put charges on him that are not true. He's an innocent person. That's why you have to secretly pay other governments to help you abduct him and bring him back to your country so you can torture him like you're doing now and hopefully get rid of him. But I'm telling you, as God is my witness, we will not be quiet. We will stand up for him. We will stand up for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will stand up for him. I'm not an IPOB member, but I am a supporter. I am an international supporter. I support what they are doing because they are tired of being under terrorist sponsors' rule. And I don't blame them. I would do the same thing. Look, we celebrated our Independence Day yesterday. Well, other people did. Honestly, I wasn't in the spirit to celebrate Independence Day yesterday because you know what? I know not all people can be free like it's supposed to be. Everybody should be free in a democracy.
That is it. God bless you.
By the people. And Nigerian government, you want to sit here and hold Nnamdi Kanu accountable for breaking your laws, your made-up laws?
They are lying. They are liars.
What about the laws that you're breaking, Nigerian government? What about the laws that you're breaking? You think you can just go run amok and do whatever you want just because the Nigerian people go along with it and you can put fear in their minds?
They can't even talk.
It's going to catch up to you one day. Trust me. Because you're going to face an international court. You're going to face the charges of human rights violations. You are going to face it. Because nothing that's done evil doesn't come to the light. Just so you know. So I'm coming on here. I spent, and I'm still spending all my free time praying for the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra.
Please, so I'm praying as well. Pray for Sunday Igbo as well.
He doesn't want to be part of a terrorist sponsoring government that goes and slaughters people and puts people in the military and police that are repentant terrorists that have already slaughtered people. But yet, you want to hold innocent people, lock them up, and throw away the key. So they spend the rest of their lives in prison. It sounds like a jihad to me, Nigerian government. That's what it sounds like to me. How about I call it out like it is? And how about I show the evidence from your own mouth? How about that? You sponsor Gumi. Gumi can go out into the so-called forest where where Boko Haram members are, and Fulani terrorists, and he takes piles of cash. And they've been abducting school kids and terrorizing people and killing and slaughtering people and running into the bush. And guess what you let Gumi do? Here, Gumi, go to the bush where these terrorists are, give them a pile of cash and get the kids back. Does that make any sense? Why aren't you sending your little soldiers in Abakari over there to get the terrorists? Why don't you do that, Nigerian government? I know why. Because you're sponsoring them. You repent them. But in the meantime, innocent people who protest like Oduduwas or Biafrans or anybody in the NSARS protest because the police brutality happened because you put repentant Boko Haram and repentant Fulani herdsmen in police as cover.
Want to know how to get rid of your toe fungus for good? Then you must see this. Top medical doctor shows a 53-year-old woman
To go and slaughter more people. Guess what you do? You just go and you let them run amok. And it comes from your own mouth. Your own military generals say that they can become president one day.
Imagine.
They can
A
They
killer.
can be repentant. We can the Boko Haram and the Fulani terrorists can go and slaughter whoever they want to. And when they go to prison, guess what they get? They get to go to school in a foreign country. They get 3 square meals a day in a nice little prison with a nice little prison outfit. And their families get to come see them. And guess what? They get released into the military and police. But people trying to defend themselves from Fulani terrorists because they can't go to their farms to work, they can't go to their businesses without being attacked by military or police or stopped at a checkpoint to give their last dollar to the military or compromised police.
They are talking about Nnamdi Kanu. How about the man that came from America? People, the man that came from America on motorway, they kidnapped the man. But why we are hearing about Nnamdi Kanu home? Because Nnamdi Kanu is a leader. How about the innocent people they are killing? How about this? They say somebody came from Germany. There is a lot to it. Mothers, wake up. Mothers, stop you. Wake up. Start making. If you can test. If you can say make video. Let your voice be heard. There is a lot going on. The way Lord, the Creator have asked me to pass the message yesterday, and I hearkened to the voice of Lord and send the message. You know, look at this lady now. We are hearing her voice. I'm going to be sending her message across the pond. You know, mothers, this thing that happened to Nnamdi Kanu happened to the man that came from United States of America that kidnapped in Norway. Happened to somebody from Germany. Because it happened to Nnamdi Kanu, it can happen to anybody. Mothers, wake up. Wake up. We are not safe. We are not safe. Everybody start passing your message.
But guess what? You're arresting and shooting dead and hiding bodies and torturing innocent people. That's what you do. That are protesting for freedom from the terrorists. The Nigerian people, the Biafran people, the Oduduwa people have already said they don't want terrorists. But guess what, Nigerian government? You insist on helping the terrorists, and you insist on arresting innocent people in their homes. And you're sending military-grade weapons, tanks, jets, everything to attack innocent people in their homes. Unprovoked. They didn't do anything. They're not even protesting anymore, and they're starting to be attacked. Before, they would just attack the protesters. Now they're going house to house to house, attacking people in their houses. All in the name of, they're an IPOB member. IPOB is not a group. IPOB are indigenous people of Biafra defending themselves from terrorists that were put in the Nigerian military and police by the Nigerian government. The evidence is out there. If anybody wants evidence, come hit me up. Go ahead, leave me a message in Messenger. I'll give you all the evidence you want. Government leaders, if you're listening to me in the U.S., Canada, Europe, y'all need to do something. You all need to step it up. You need to step it up because we're going to keep pressure on you to step it up because this is wrong. This is more of a genocide than any genocide in the world, and you are silent. No, that's not how America is. We are not silent in the face of genocide. We are not silent. You all need to step it up. And shame on you, Nigerian press. The Nigerian government is paying you money to put false allegations on innocent people and to speak out against innocent people. And they're threatening you, your lives, if you don't report what they want you to report. And they're paying you, they're bribing you with money to say bad things against the indigenous people of Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu. And right now, as we speak, Nnamdi Kanu is in a detention cell with DSS. And everybody in Nigeria knows who DSS is, including me as an American citizen. They ain't gonna treat you nice. They're gonna torture you. They're gonna do whatever to break. Thank you. Let me tell the Nigerian government, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. We're not going to relent. We are going to stay unified. You're not going to cause confusion in IPOB or the outside supporters of IPOB. We are going to stay first time. And you want to sit here and pay people to come to court and lie about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's all you're good for. Let's cover everything up. Let's pay everybody. Who's telling you to do that? Catriona Lang? You terrorists and terrorist sponsors. You want to sit there and pay everybody. You want to pay people to give up their own people for slaughter. You want to pay other African countries and bribe them. It's kind of sad how these people, all these human lives lost, and they'll take a bunch of money for human lives. Huh? And I hate to tell them, you're just as guilty as the oppressor and the killers. You take a bribe for somebody else's life. And I'm just going to, look, I'm putting it out there like it is. I don't care who's watching. I don't care what you got to say to me. I don't care. Let Nnamdi Kanu go now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Now, let me calm down. I'm going to calm down right now. Because let me tell you, I'm very fired up. And let me tell you something right now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Catriona Lang. I'm telling you, you better tell the Nigerian government to free Nnamdi Kanu now, because I'm putting your name out there in our government because you have been compromised. You have been compromised and paid. You have been compromised and paid, Catriona Lang, because why are you taking pictures with sponsors, known sponsors of terrorists? Why? Why are you making the enemy look like the good guy and the good guys look like the bad guys, Catriona Lang? Why? Do you have a special interest in Nigeria? I want to know, Catriona Lang. You can block me all you want on Twitter, but the truth is out there. The truth is out there for everybody to see. You need to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You need to free him right now. And let me tell you, just because I'm on this platform by myself, don't think for one iota there ain't other Americans fighting for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Don't think that there's not any other American citizen fighting for Nnamdi Kanu's release, because they are. Just because they don't come on live like me don't mean that they're not. And we will keep the fight up, because this is wrong. Enough is enough. People are dying. People are tired. Enough is enough. Now, I'm going to go for now because I've got other things to do. But let me tell you, I'm going to be working hard behind the scenes. And I'm a Christian woman, and I'm going to continue to pray as well as working. Notice I said I work as well as praying. That means God will touch my hands to do the right thing, to help. So, I love you all. Yes, we all have questions. We all want answers as to why this happened. But right now, I need you all to stay unified. And yes, it's okay to cry, because we are feeling in our hearts for MNK, because we know he's going through a great deal. But we need to get stronger and stay strong and stay unified. Let's not place blame on other people when we don't know. And I'm not talking about the Kenyan government, because we already know the Kenyan government is responsible for this. I'm talking about we don't blame each other right now. What we need to do right now is unify for MNK and fight for his release. That if that means protesting, let's go start that protest up. If that means calling Congress every day and Senate, let's start that up. Anything, it doesn't matter if you think it's going to work or not. It's worth a try. We have to try. And guess what? We're not going to relent. We're not going to relent, okay? We're not going to relent. We are not going to relent. We are going to free the indigenous leader of Biafrans. Mm-hmm. We are going to free him. He was not born in the contraption zoo. He was born in Biafra land that was there 5,000 years before Nigeria was even a country. That's what we are going to do. We are going to fight on the right side of the fight, the good side of the fight. And that's to save lives and to free people from terrorists. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to turn on each other because that's what the Nigerian government wants. They want to create chaos and confusion, so you all turn on each other and separate and break down. We're not going to allow that to happen. We're going to fight another day. And if you cry, I want you to don't stay there crying. I want you to stand back up and fight another day and fight harder and fight stronger. MNK does not deserve this, and we know this, and we are going to try everything we possibly can to help him. So I just want to let everybody know, sorry, I'm spitting right now while I'm
Thank you. God bless you. You know.
talking.
Yeah, God bless you for your intercession.
I just want everybody to know we have to fight another day. We have to fight another day, okay? Don't lay down and die. We have to fight another day, okay? So I'm going to continue to call other governments. I'm going to call the UK. I'm going to call Canada. I'm going to call other governments in Europe. Other people are going to do that. Hopefully we can get some sort of protest going on. Come on, you all. If you don't have a job or something, we should be in Washington, D.C. already protesting against this. This is wrong. He's innocent. He is being tortured. And extraordinary.
We should stand up the way we fought for Mandela, you know, Mandela freedom. We should stand up, work as a team. Thank you for your advice. You have done well, you know. The same way we fought in one spirit and Mandela was released.
Rendition. That's a crime that happened in Kenya when they picked up Nnamdi Kanu and handed him over to Nigerian. They can deny it all they want to, but the proof is out there. You know, how can you not know somebody that's leaving the country? Or do you not know who's coming in your country and kidnapping people? There's some sort of breakdown in Kenya, and Kenya don't have a lot of good news behind them either, because they're pretty corrupt too. So anyways, it's pretty sad that you have to turn over a innocent human being's life for a payment. I hope that money goes, and I hope that money is not blessed. I hope that money is cursed. I hope it's cursed. I hope everything surrounding that money and that payment falls apart. Whatever that money buys, I hope it falls apart. Anyways, I love you all. Stay strong. And I'm asking you all, please, let's stay unified. Let's stay unified, okay? It's not about color, religion, tribes. This is about freeing people from a terrorist hijacked government. That's what this is about. So please, I'm asking you, and I'm going to be praying every day and doing what God asked me to do in my spirit and touches my hands to do whatever I need to do to help in this struggle. Because enough is enough. So many years have gone by and people have suffered. Millions, over 5 million have died in a genocide in the 60s. And Nigeria now is a ticking time bomb. Nobody wants to be part of a terrorist sponsoring government.
Oh, wow.
Good people, if you have a conscience, you don't want to be a part of a terrorist sponsoring government. I don't care who you are. So anyways, I love you all. Please stay strong. I cannot stress that enough. Stay unified. Don't blame each other. This is not any one person's fault until we hear otherwise, okay? Obviously, we want answers. We want to know what's going on. But the person to blame here, or the people, are the terrorist sponsoring, hijacked Nigerian government and other corrupt governments, okay? So let's just focus on freeing MNK and Nigerian government. Free Nnamdi Kanu right now. And believe me, Nigerian government and Catriona Lang, when I tell you, I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for other Americans as well. We can show you better than we can tell you. We will show you that we will rally our Congress and keep pressure on our Congress until they intervene. And believe me, I am going to rally for more. I don't want to be allies with a country that sponsors terrorists. So UK, you want to continue to keep sponsoring terrorists and be known as terrorist sponsors to American citizens? Go right ahead. But guess what? Our Congress is going to know what you're doing with evidence. So go ahead and keep sponsoring those terrorists and see what us Americans are capable of doing, because we can speak to our government. We can speak to our government and put pressure on them. And enough is enough of innocent people being arrested, Nigerian government. Enough is enough. People have had it. That's why I say the Nigerian government is a ticking time bomb, because people have had it. I don't blame them. People are crying in hunger, crying in the streets for work, crying because of corruption and terrorism, crying out. And you terrorist sponsors and terrorists that are compromised in the Nigerian government and military and police, the lid has been flipped on you. That means we are aware of what you're doing. So let me tell you something. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Free him now. Free him now. Bye, everybody. I'm going to keep praying and I'm going to keep working behind the scenes.
And so do I. I will be praying. Thank you very much for intercession. Thank you.
The final challenge is going to make sure you keep it clean on and off the field.
Innocent people, lock them up and throw away the key so they spend the rest of their lives in prison. So I want to talk about everything that's going on, and I want to start with a little breaking news that happened in Abbey Estate on the 3rd, on Saturday. So they abducted a woman and her 5 children. The police, and yes, I said abducted. They try to use the word arrested, but she didn't break any laws. So how can you be arrested if you don't break any laws? So they suspected her husband as being an indigenous person of Biafra, IPOB, which is not a group. It's a indigenous people, indigenous to the Southwest, that the Nigerian government is going after because they are fighting for their right to be free from terrorists and the hijacked terrorist sponsoring government. They have abducted her and her 5 children, took them to the Abba South police station, and moved them into another location where nobody knows. And they think us Americans aren't watching and taking note of this. So I called the Abba police station. Yes, I did. I called them and I let them know that I know. And I'm on here live, unafraid to let the Nigerian government know that I know you're. So I want to talk about everything that's going on, and I want to start with a little breaking news that happened in Abbey Estate on the 3rd, on Saturday.